What's that? You want to be rich like me and drive Ferraris around Motor Nation? Joke's on you, this car was free. But seriously, today is a money guide video. I have been playing a lot. A lot. I have most of the events unlocked. I think every event pretty much, actually. And I now have the best method of making money in this game. The absolute best. Now, this is going to be aiming towards beginners if you've just started the game, and also intermediate if you're playing through the game and you need some extra money. There is pretty much one way to go about it. Now, granted, this may not be the best event. I haven't played all the events yet, but right now, this is the best method we know about. On the South Strip Street Race event, click on the details. You want the South Strip. There's the North Strip and the West Strip. You want the South Strip, okay? As you can see, the recommended level is 80. We're 135. Anything over 80, anything under 80, honestly, could beat this race. It's super easy. And the reason people have been doing this event a lot, it's short and sweet and gives you a decent amount of money. Now, there are events that give you more money, but calculated based on time and that sort of thing. This is the best event to do. And it's also, obviously, the shortest, and it's easy. It's an easy event when it comes to actually playing it, and it's enjoyable as well. I really enjoyed this event. Travis, he can be a bit of a boo. The idea is complete this event over and over again, and I'm going to show you a quick trick on how to quickly restart the event and that sort of stuff, just so you can keep getting the maximum amount of money. Now, I'm just going to let you know now, this is not the only thing you need to be doing. There's the obvious stuff like leveling up. Every time you level up one of the main levels, you get 125,000 bucks, which is a lot of money. And there's also another system you need to be looking at in the game. Two systems, in fact. That one that I only figured out was in the game yesterday while playing. Well, you need to be getting yourself, friends, some perk parts on your actual part. So when it comes to perks, I'll show you in a second. You'll totally understand. It's easy. As you come to the race finish, you'll see the normal thing to do is be finish the race and carry on driving or whatever and get ready to collect your parts. Okay, sure, yeah. But what you want to do is, as soon as at the bottom of the screen, hold retry comes up, you need to be ready on it. And obviously you want to collect your parts at the same time. So as soon as the parts are up, hold retry, and then you'll get to retry the event and you'll get your parts. And you can't equip them. But honestly, you don't need to equip parts every single time you do an event. Parts you get are based on your highest level parts for that car. So if you keep doing it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, eventually then come off, then upgrade the parts, you'll have had more money in that time, because retrying a race is much quicker. Now, when it comes to parts, they're also super important depending on how much money you're going to get. So if you go into the parts, I have a bunch of 280 parts, but on here you can see there's a lot of things like increased loot quality. These are perks on the parts. Pink have 2 perks, blue have 1, and green have none. That's how it works. There's going to be a new class of stuff soon, I think, with the Gator Rush expansion they're going to do. But what you're going to be looking for is that icon right there, the bucks increase. You will get a bucks increase of 0.6%. Now that sounds like a very small amount, but think that across every single one of your parts, you're going to get more money. Now, this isn't the only way to increase how much money you get per event. There are different things. For example, playing the race on a harder difficulty. If I zoom out to the map and go to the same exact race, to get more money, all you need to be doing is changing difficulty, and you get 19,600 as the bare minimum. Now, so you need to actually be level 230 for this. I've found that you can win it pretty much every time around 220. If you've got a car around that, you're going to be plain sailing. So consider every single part, and that Bucks part wasn't a very good one. 0.6% on all parts, that's a good, I don't know, 5%, let's say. And that 4 or 5% is going to increase it by a decent amount when it comes to the fact that it's 19,600. We're going to round it up at least to 20. Right, sure, can I not math? But that's not it. We thought that was the end of it when it came to ways to make money in this game. Obviously, as I said, granted, there are longer events that you can do that give you more money, but that takes more time. For example, the Harley-Davidson event gives you 67,000, but it takes 10 minutes. And then when we do it on hard, I imagine it's going to give even more. I personally find doing the strip is the best method I found of all the events I currently have unlocked at icon level 15. There is one extra method that I only just discovered because I only just got to icon level. When you hit icon, and every time you level up on the icon level, you get yourself icon points. But depending on how many times you've leveled up in the icon class, you have more of these. The first perk, Rich. Increased books gains by 0.2%. The more points you put on this, the more money you will earn, okay? And then granted the same for followers. But if you put it on followers, you're going to level up faster. When you level up faster, you're going to get more icon points quicker. So you put it on Rich and Popular, and you're going to be leveling up quicker. You're going to be getting more money, and you're going to be, because you're leveling up, you get more perk points to get more. You know, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. And you can also put it on loot drops, all this kind of thing. This menu, I did not know existed. It's insane. It can massively help. You can increase slipstream. You can increase all this kind of stuff, which gives you a level of, okay, yes, it might be unfair in a way when it comes to the vehicle boosts. But what you've got to remember is perks can do the exact same thing. So someone can become lucky and get the absolute crazy monster, but at the same time, someone that's grinded, and got themselves all these points could probably still beat them. And then imagine having this in combination with the affixes on the parts. It's insane. But we're talking about money right now. So Rich, put all your money on Rich and Popular. That's the way you're going to make the most money in this. And obviously, if you want even easier, you can add increases how many points you get on skills, that sort of thing. And you can reset these at any time. It's similar to the perk system that was in the original game. I'm a big fan of it, and it helps you out a lot, especially when you're trying to earn more money. But to give you an example, I'm going to put a few books parts on here just to give you an idea of what it's like. That's not a books part, but whatever. Throw on the books parts. I do have some better ones on some of my other vehicles. Just right now, I want to show you with the Aston Martin. So I've got 3 books parts overall on this car, okay? We're 217. I may as well actually get us to the recommended level. I've got loads of 280 parts. There we go. We're 258. Once you've upgraded and maxed out one car, it is so easy to do the next one. So I'm going to do the event on hard this time. As you saw, I'm easily going to manage to cope. Once you get past 230, the race becomes much easier. It's how it was similar to how it was in the crew one, but not as aggressive. Like, you can still win underneath that level, and they don't just like fly past you at the end like they did on the original game, which was rather frustrating at times, but I totally understood it at the same time. It's meant to be like an RPG. It was like a wall barrier almost, but that's what it felt like, a wall barrier. But when you pass them on that first corner there, you know for a fact that this race is already won. I should probably mention there is also a way of getting parts, books parts much easier, book perk parts, if that makes sense. It's a method that you're doing the exact same thing. You can try and get those parts while actually doing the events themselves. And I'll show you how to do that in a second once we come to the finish of this race, cross the line, and you'll see that at the end of this race, first, we're going to get ourselves a what? We're going to get over 20,000. There you go, 20,000. It's a small amount of difference, but as you get those extra parts, you're going to get obviously more and more money as you add those on, and the perk points as you add them on. And the reason I also did this event, I'm about to level up as well to the next icon level, which will also give me another perk point which I can spend. Icon 16, as you see, like that. So that's how it works leveling up afterwards. It's pretty simple to level up, like pretty quick. But I'll go over to the pilot icon points, and you see I have 1 point to use on the comfort. So what happens here is every time you level up, it doesn't always go to this category. It goes between, it goes across each time. Each time you will see a point goes comfort vehicle gameplay, comfort vehicle gameplay. The more you level, if you level up like 10 times in a row, you'll have like loads of points distributed across them. So I want more money. Increase that 0.3%. So you can keep putting them on this because this is a limitless one. I imagine you can put as many as you want. And if you're wondering how many icon levels there are, let me just show you that there's quite a few. Now this is going up in tens. It just keeps going. It goes to about, from what I've realized, 50,000. So we're going to be leveling up for a while, which means you're going to be able to put so much money into this perk over and over and over and over. And if you get bored of it and you don't need money anymore, reset it and put yourself on parts. Now, as I said, if you're looking to get those books parts, put it on lucky. If you've got any points, you can reset it at any time, as I said. And in your vehicles and performance and the upgrades, as I said, the perk parts as normal, you can get these parts which increase loot quality by 2.1%. And there's also other parts that increase the quantity of loot, so 2.3%. As I said, if we go over to another part, there's a bunch of different perks that help out with this. This one here, increase loot drop. I think that increases the percentage of it possibly dropping. Some of the events don't always drop loot. That is the skills. The skills, you're going to need to put those perk parts on to get some more chance of having the parts. And there's a bunch of other perks as well. Increase follower gains as well if you want to level up faster. There's all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of meta stuff in here that makes it like a proper RPG for like grinders if you want to. But again, all of this, you can ignore it and you can just grind that one race if you want to. But I wanted to make a proper in-depth tutorial to show you everything. Hopefully everything was understood in this video, because there's a lot to take in, but when you've mastered the system of going and tuning and figuring it out, it's a lot of fun. You'll really enjoy it. Thank you for joining us today, friends. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.